Hello, welcome back to the channel for you know what time it is, folks. Hey, welcome. And if you're new here, and glad you stopped by, but if you're of about the 50 some odd percent that have been watching but aren't subscribed to my content, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray, then make sure you go over it, ring that bell, make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up, smash that like button, and before you head out, drop a comment down below. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. Always glad to see you, folks. I ask that you also hit that like button, and before you leave, drop a comment as well. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. Penultimate episode, episode 9, House of the Dragon, season 1. Before we get started, I'd like to say that I was wrong. After the disastrous season 8 of Game of Thrones, and before this series came out, stuff with some of the casting, some of what some writers and showrunners may have said, I was very apprehensive about this series. And I'm happy to say that it has delivered to the point to where it feels like it's starting to win people back to Game of Thrones, even to the point to where if you look at some Nielsen ratings, folks are going back and rewatching Game of Thrones in response to watching this series. So kudos on you. And that being said, episode 9, probably my least favorite of the entire series, but we're going to get into that. We're going to do a quick synopsis, tell you what I liked, tell you what I didn't, and then final thoughts. So without any ado, spoilers ahead, folks, so you've been warned. We have a quick synopsis. The king is dead, and we have a meeting of the small council. Alicent discovers that her small council has already had plans going on, just in case this happens. Unbeknownst to her, they're planning on removing certain individuals that might still be loyal to Daemon, and the elimination, aka murder, of Rhaenyra, Daemon, and all the children at Dragonstone. Well, that doesn't sit well with Alicent, and just happen on top of that, Prince Aegon, nowhere to be found. So now, because Queen Alicent doesn't want the murder of people, she sends a team out to find Aegon. Otto Hightower, who's more than happy to do it, sends a team out as well. Who's going to find Aegon first? Now, also, the Red Keep is on lockdown. People are not allowed to leave. Anyone who has any suspicion of being loyal to the Blacks are dealt with. And Princess Rhaenys gets escorted from the Red Keep, finds her way into the Dragon Pit, and kind of crashes the coronation on her dragon Meleys, aka the Red Queen, and then flies off to Dragonstone. That's a quick synopsis of the episode. Now, things I really liked. I like that Alicent has called her father out. Now, Otto says that, whenever a regime change is happening, there must be sacrifices for the good of the realm. And Alicent just calls it out for what it is. Murder. She's more than willing to give Rhaenyra terms of surrender her claim, and everything will be just fine. Otto's like, no. She needs to be killed, eliminated, Daemon too, and their children. And Alicent is finally realizing just how much of a pawn she has been in her father's plans. I hate that guy. I like the two teams. You had the twins, Sir Eric and Sir Auric, working for Otto Hightower. I hate that guy. And then you had Sir Kristen Cole and Prince Aemond working for Queen Alicent. Interesting little thing with these teams. One is very fine with just following orders. I'm doing what I'm told. While the other is very fully knowledgeable that Prince Aegon is a piece of shit and is not fit to rule at all. So, I like the scene at the end where Princess Rhaenys on her dragon, and this kind of fits into both the things I like and things I didn't like. The thing I liked is you see Rhaenys in her full dragon rider armor during the coronation. She parks her dragon right up to everyone, and she can end this. As Alicent stands ready for the brace of the blast of fire, and Meleys just roars. And Rhaenys kind of gives them all a look. This close. And then she takes off. Now this goes into parts this goes into the stuff I did not like about this. The Meleys busting through the crowd. Kind of feels like the showrunners went for spectacle over story, since obviously this is not the only entrance into the dragon pit. Rhaenys could have easily gone out another way, unnoticed. Would have made more sense, but spectacle. The scene with Larys Strong and Queen Alicent. Larys Strong has a foot fetish. I'm not going to get into the scene. If you saw it, you already know about it. It's just and creepy as fuck. No. And the last thing I didn't like, it's really a question. Where are the guards? Where are the guards? Sir Eric gets Princess Rhaenys out of her quarters. Where are the guards? Escorts her through the Red Keep. Where are the guards? Gets her outside the walls of the Red Keep. Where are the guards? Princess Rhaenys, during the coronation, sneaks through the crowd, finds her way down into where all the dragons are being held. Where are the guards? She's kind of a high-profile person here. You might want to keep an eye on her inside the Red Keep. And as far as the dragon pit goes, wouldn't you have guards at every access point to prevent something like that from happening? Dropping the ball. And final thoughts on this episode. If this was an episode of Rings of Power, this would be the greatest episode Rings of Power has ever done. But because House of the Dragon has really set a standard for just building, and every episode getting better, episode getting better, this one fell short. So, it's still good, but it's not as good as what I've seen. So, my least favorite episode up to this point. And final episode, which will be next week, we're going to see Rhaenyra's response and probably some of the first casualties in the Targaryen Civil War. But hey, these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And as I try to respond to any and all the comments. So please, I love the interaction. Comment down below. And I will see you midweek for something. Who knows? Maybe you'll get a piece of my mind. Who knows? But anyway, always remember, subscribe, ring that bell, smash the like button, especially if you like the video. And if you didn't like the video, hey, you hung around this long. And always share. Share it with your friends, because they'll like it. And if you didn't like it, share it with your enemies, because they'll probably like it too. But until next time I see you guys. Oh, also, quick reminder, if you want to hear a more of a round table discussion of this episode, check out Legion Talk tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time, for myself, Ryan Legion, and a couple other guests. We're going to be talking about this episode as well, and also Legion Talk on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, talking about the week in pop culture. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your week, guys. Always have fun. #keep talking. And always Keep that smile on your face. Toodles!